Hey, yeah. Got authority versus majority.
Die Regierung gegen die Völker.
Contra majorität.
Autorität ruft Majorität.
There's a war going on, and it's not in Baghdad or Saigon. Hey, the ocean versus toxic waste. Whales versus trawlers.
Havet mot giftutsläppen!
The prisoners versus police. Esos prisioneros contra la policía. Rainforest versus developers.
Selvas tropicales contra las urbanizadoras.
Hungry versus dead.
Hunger mot döden!
Das Hunger gegen das Tod.
That's right, you hear me, everyone. Now it's time to sing it. All right? I got bloodshed versus babies fed. I got authority versus majority. I got oil spills from royal wills and power kills our freedom thrills.
Autorité contre la majorité.
La fame contre la morte.
Les volins contre les pêcheries. La mer contre les ordures toxiques.
Il mare contre la spazzatura tossica.
Les voies tropicales contre des urbanisations.
Il prigioniero contro la polizia.
La faim contre la mort.
Oceans versus toxic waste. The whales versus trawlers. Prisoners versus police. Hambrientos contra rainforests versus developers. Got authority versus majority on our hands, folks, and we don't know what we're gonna do about it. Help! All right, you planetary janitors. Those are our sanitary planning tours. We can do it. Just take it away.
the planets align halfway. Earth, Venus, Mars, and Sun are straight in the line. Every 5,125 years, the entire universe is straight in the line. That's what's coming. Every 52nd year, every 52nd year, when the planets align, they could become static. And if that happened, since the great machine of time, animation, and motion is the universe, if the universe stops, everything stops with it. See? That's not destruction service. That is suspended animation. If that stops, we stop, we freeze. Okay? So one day before, in every city between Honduras and Arizona, they have a ritual. I'm going to tell you so you know what to do 2012. Every temple, every main temple of every city has a fire that is always alive because it symbolizes the life of the city. One night before the planets align, they put the fire out and then they cover the temple. See? They with leaves and trees, but they cover the temple. The next morning, everyone, okay, so you know what to do, everyone must destroy every single thing they own. Pottery, tools, housing, utensils, clothing, everything goes. And you may not give the next morning for granted because there might not be a next morning. See? And in every city, simultaneously, men walk into their ball court. And as soon as they step in, they're not men anymore. They became the forces of nature. Darkness versus light. The ball is the sun. They're going to keep the ball flying long and gracious because they're unlocking the universe. And that day, no matter what, no matter how, the ball must go through the ring. When the ball goes through, it means they broke the alignment in the sky, and tomorrow shall begin a fresh, grand, prosperous era. This is 2012 according to the Mayan. See, so at least that's where they're going to play the game.
There's a war going on all the time. The bells are going on as we drink wine. Don't forget the victims looking at a bone or their lost children's hole in the ozone.
The drawing was made by a man from London that came with an American. The American did not draw. He wrote everything they went through. This is how we know how they found the site. When they walked in here, it's 1839. Chinchenitza was a cattle ranch, and Mexicans were afraid of these things because of the heritage of Spain. We're taught to be Catholic, and these buildings have snakes. So the Roman Catholic Church said these things were satanic. No Mexicans would touch that. If they did, the Holy Inquisition would burn them or hang them. So that ended in 1928, and many people from many countries came before that to loot, destroy. They used explosives, searching for things, and those collections they found are not in Mexico. The first archaeologists to arrive here were American. It was 1895. They had legal permission, and they brought a German photographer. They took this picture. This is the first picture taken of this site, shown to the world. They exhibited the picture 1911 in the New York Metropolitan Museum. Now, the interesting thing is what they called the exhibition of pictures. They called it American Egypt, Mexico. No one in that moment knew who had built this yet, see? Then, the guy that dug, Mexican guy, this is the building under the building, so you more or less compare in height. This is the Russian doll effect, see? That's how they built. And then there's a smaller building under that. Look, if you were here 5 years ago, I would have taken you to the inside temple. We made a tunnel, okay? And the tunnel goes up the steps of the previous building, this narrow, this high. And if you went up there, you would see two statues. They're still there. One is like the guy up there, the reclining man. And the second is a throne where the ruler of this empire sat. It looks like the one between those columns back there. Between the columns back there, there's a little statue of a jaguar. That's a throne. That's where rulers sat, on jaguar thrones. Then, if you were born here back then, elite. I'm going to show you one of the many things you could have worn the first 3 months of your life. any of these. It depends on your social structure. Any of these. That's what devices look like. See, to restructure the profile of a person so he looks like a human god. See? Now, look. This is what we find in digs. Okay? The top ones are ordinary people. The bottom ones were human gods. See? That's how we differ. That's how we differ. Okay? It's very obvious. See, human beings and jaguar people. Okay? And then, see,
so what is going to happen? What is this all about? December 21st, the equinox, 2012, in a nutshell.
Winter solstice.
The winter solstice.
It's a winter solstice, a planetary alignment, and it's the resetting of the Mayan calendar.
The planetary and the 26,000-year galactic alignment, right?
Yes, you know that. Yes.
And we'll come into Central Sun.
It's called galactic equinox.
And so, is there going to be more solar flares? There's going to be a stopping of the electricity for a few days?
You read that. That the lots of machinery dedicated to the transmission of electricity could melt. You know that, right?
Yeah, for about 3 days, though, right? And then we'll balance out.
See, but don't film me.
Well, what about the idea of? Well, what do you think about the electromagnetic grid and the whole planet is shifting? The tectonic plates are shifting. All geological change is happening. So it's the sexto sol, you know. As I've investigated, what's your spin on that?
The thing is, the alignment. No, the shift we're suffering is a long-term shift. If the alignment happens like it should happen, that would cause a sudden shift. And if that occurred, we would be gone.
So, but what about enlightenment and the ascension process of humanity? Isn't the shaman within going to waken up and we'll all have like Christ consciousness?
You are a shaman.
Yeah. So what about all of us? We are all shaman.
You're wearing a shirt from Oaxaca. Yeah. Now
And this rattlesnake almost bit me. I ate it.
No.
Anyway.
Are we still be
Yeah,
back
just
here?
4 minutes. Yeah. I'm going to take you to a place where you can rest.
And about what? We meet you right
4
here?
minutes. 3 minutes from now.
Okay.
I'll be right here.
So no, I was just asking, do you really feel that this game they're going to play is going to be as important as the indigenous people feel it has to be played?
They're indigenous.
And that's their belief, and it's going to happen. What about, I hear the Cirque du Soleil is renting this place out, and they're giving permission for the shamans to do ceremony that the Mexican government didn't want to allow.
Well, this is state governance here.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, the national government investigates the sites, but this particular site is owned by the state government. So we have two dependencies here, fighting or debating that. So that's why you got 2 tickets when you came in.
So here's Chinchenitza, central Mexican Mayan. What's going to happen in 2012? I think the electric magnetic field is going to stop for about 3 days and we'll be in a forced vision quest as the planet arrives at a new focal point and the shaman within will awaken.
Pero mi primo, él no, otro día de aquí tomó una fotografía con los turistas de aquí tomando y de repente a lo lejos se ve una figura. Pero entonces, ¿qué es esta? Entonces me dice, mira, ¿qué ves ahí?
¿Cuándo pasó este fotografía?
Hace 2 años. Y le digo, pues ahí veo algo yo. Le digo, ahí veo algo yo. Pero los mayas tienen grabados, los mayas hablaban de esos aluches. Y mucha gente aquí, los gente maya que vive en los pueblos, hace rituales porque dicen que los aluches te pierden adentro de la jungla. Y por ejemplo, a mí me gusta el escaré, bueno, me gusta, yo trabajo mucho en escaré. Y en la noche yo le pregunto siempre a mis amigos, oye, o los vendedores, ¿no te da miedo aquí escaré? Le digo, ¿hay aluches? Porque yo no sabía. Y ellos me dicen, ¿por qué? Digo, no sé, solo pregunto. Dice, pues mira, Unos compañeros ya han visto algunos, otros no los han visto, dice. Pero lo que sí hemos visto a estas personas aquí, o a veces llegan personas y tú entras y de repente te pierdes, ya no sabes dónde estás. Apocalipsis, yo no digo que es eso, con esto, pero eso es lo que está en ahorita. Y no solamente, pero lo que me pareció raro es que yo me meto a investigar y cuando llego veo una fotografía, un video donde está un señor grabando a su niña va caminando en el pasto, ¿verdad? O sea, en el jardín. Y de repente se escucha, el señor está filmando, de repente la niña se para porque empieza a haber un viento, se oye shhh. Y la niña se queda así, se espanta y se regresa, una niña chiquita, y se regresa corriendo y le dice, papá, ¿qué es eso? Le dice, Daddy, what is that? Y el papá le dice, no sé qué es ese ruido, se empieza a escuchar el ruido ese. Pero unos señores están en un partido de béisbol, los comentaristas empiezan a escuchar ese ruido. ¿Qué es ese ruido? No se escucha, Yo pienso que si va a ser la alineación de planetas, yo sí pienso que el Sol, bueno, la Luna nos afecta a nosotros, a nuestro cuerpo, ¿no? Aparte, cuando hay rayos solares también afectan. compraron varias hectáreas y están haciendo una ciudad donde están contratando gente maya para trabajar o gente que vive en Yucatán. Esta ciudad está haciendo...
I'm with a typical beautiful man from the Mayan, the Yucatan Peninsula. This is the typical strong, the Mayan people that go over Honduras, Guatemala, and 5 states in the southern Mexico. It's an ancient civilization.
Yes.
And no, but seriously, about the Mayan calendar is over, 2012, December 21, right? So what?
21, this is finished. Maybe, I don't know. But I have the 50%, this is ready.
50% of you feel that it's finito, and that the world is over, apocalypse. And so what? Then what happens? Nothing? The hurricane, earthquake, what?
Or maybe only water.
Water comes up? Well, it's happening in North Pole. No more North Pole. It's all, instead of snow, it's all water. No hay hielo, sino agua en el Polo Norte. Noruega está derritiendo.
Está derritiendo porque aquí tal vez fuel maybe. Fuel maybe ice.
Ice.
Yes.
O inundación de ola con tsunami.
So he,
No,
Hielo frío.
does he think about
¿Y cómo piensas de
the
la
pole shift? Is he talking about a pole
¿Crees
shift?
que habrá un cambio de polar, magnetismo, de pole shift?
Plutón se acabó. Tierra nunca se va a acabar. El que se va a acabar somos nosotros.
A nosotros, la gente. La política, menos mal.
Menos mal.
Finalmente. Ya basta de política.
Gracias de política.
No, claro, la madre tierra, Pachamama, continúa. Pero para liberarse de la contaminación y todo el problema que hemos creado, hay que haber un cambio brutal, ¿verdad?
Eso depende de nosotros.
Yo veo un mundo ecológicamente, energéticamente bueno. Solar, hidro, toda la geotermal. Trabajando con ecología. Puede haber tecnología.
¿Te gusta vivir aquí, en la tierra?
Sí.
Cuídala.
Cuídala. Cuida a tu madre.
Cuida a tu madre y a ti mismo.
Sí. You like living here? Take care of yourself. Take care of it.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York City. And you?
New York City?
Where are you
My
from?
family is Mayan.
Who's mine?
Very de Yucatán.
Buddy.
Porque todos los días vivimos. Cuando ya estamos muertos, ya no vamos a encontrarnos. Tal vez nos encontraremos.
No, hay al otro lado. El mundo espiritual.
Sí,
Bueno, pues gracias.
muchísimas gracias. Fue un placer atenderlos.
All right, folks, so there you go. This is what this Mayan elder, well, he's not an elder, but he's a guy from this Yucatan Peninsula, thinks it's over. Apocalypse. Finito. The world is over. The world is ending. He's pretty convinced that that's the reality. As he said, if you love Mother Earth, take care of it. Obviously, we have eco-friendly energy and we have a fossil fuel pollutant society that insists on